So, I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't done videos in a while. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm in a lot of pain all over. I've been in and out of the hospital. I don't know if I told anyone. Did I mention this? Yeah, I was in the hospital last week for 3 days. I thought it was a stroke. Apparently, my arm just went dead. It just decided not to work anymore, or decided I wouldn't be able to feel it anymore. It basically decided, yeah, we don't want you to be able to feel. I don't want you to feel anymore. Anyhow, um, since the day they came and got me, and keep in mind, I went without sleep for 4 days. 4 days. I've got a lot of I had muscle aches now. I overdosed on B12 and I didn't know it. Since then, I've been feeling like I'm not hydrated enough or something. It feels weird. Um, uh, my doctor's absolutely useless. Went to the ER a few times. Went to the ER yesterday because I kept having this sharp pain in my back, really sharp, and it would go around kind of the front near my belly button on the left side, and it would be another sharp pain there, and then for some reason I had some pains down in my crotch. Now the sharp pain I was feeling in my back is gone. They think I had a kidney stone, and I peed it out and didn't know it. Didn't get there in time to do that. I haven't had that same sharp pain. It has not been in my back in a while. It's that sharp pain is. I've had other pains in my back. Like my muscles in my back are just hurting all over. But yeah, I was overdosing on vitamins at one point. I was at my wits' end. I had stuff going wrong with me. I'm so sick of medications. I'm so sick of the side effects. I have a complete lack of trust in medications now. I have a complete lack of trust in doctors for the most part. Um, they did a CAT scan yesterday on me just to see what was going on. Everything came up okay. Blood work, everything. During the process, I don't know if you can see it. She blew out my arm. I don't know if you can see it, but she blew out my arm. First, she tried my hand and she blew out my hand, and it still hurts today. It hurts all up over here. She blew out the hand, then she blew out my arm right here in the freaking muscle right here. She blew that out. And finally, somebody else came in who usually does blood work because this was just your basic nurse that was trying to do this shit. And like, there's nurses that can do because they were trying to do an IV. Now, there's nurses who know what the hell they're doing, and it's something that they've learned to do, but they don't do it very often, right? So then another nurse came in, and you could tell that she does it. She came with all kinds of stuff. She walked in with all the lab equipment because really they just wanted a blood sample. Why they wanted an IV, I don't know. I pointed over here in this arm, which I don't know if y'all can see. Or anytime right through here, anytime somebody needs blood, there is a big ass vein that just runs right up through here into my muscle. Big ass vein right here. Speaking of muscle, I'm packing on some. I've been trying to pack on some muscle. Look at that. You can see it flex. Look at that shit. I got some goddamn muscle. Holy shit. That is something to be happy and proud for. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but ever since I quit cold turkey, like I quit that amitriptyline cold turkey, I started having neurological issues. Ever since I had H. pylori, I've had all kinds of body aches and neurological shit going wrong. At one point, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for I guess it's almost a week, 4 days. Yeah, almost a week, not quite. I didn't sleep for 4 days. I've been trying to catch up on my sleep lately. I can't do it. There is dumbasses that live right out here that moved in. They keep putting a bunch of their dogs up front, and really the one who keeps doing it is the woman. She's one of those fickle women. Just I hate sounding misogynist, and I'm not, but I mean there's fickle men too. Let's put it like that. But she's one of the fickle types. We'll say that. She put her dogs way up front by the road, by the way. This damn thing runs out in the road on a leash. Somebody's going to hit the thing. She puts it there and she's like, I don't feel safe. He makes me feel safe sitting there. Like, bitch, bring the dog inside with you. But they keep me awake. The dogs are constantly barking at shit. Somebody drives down the road, they're raising hell. They're right at the road. They're right at the fucking road. So we hear it plain as day. Um, they have three dogs and they have them separated. That's one of the problems. The dogs like to be around each other. When they had all three dogs in the back in their enclosure, they were quiet unless somebody walked in the yard. If somebody walks in the yard, yeah. Um, so I don't know if she means safe as in her own safety or safe as in her home. If she wants safety for her home, all she has to do is fucking get to know her goddamn neighbors. Her neighbors will keep an eye on the damn place. I keep an eye on the jackass directly across the street from me. I keep an eye on his place. All right, he's kept an eye on my place. We're like the closest thing that you're gonna get out here to a neighborhood watch is me and him, and we're like, just why don't you just? I'm thinking, why don't they just get to know their fucking neighbors? They haven't bothered to talk to me. Um, I'm worried about talking to them because I was worried they would be another like this guy. Another, his name's Bill. I thought they would be another Bill. But long story short, for a while the dogs were quiet because they were all in the back. Then they pulled them out. Only one is back there, and he raises hell because he's lonely. When you separate a bunch of dogs that are used to being together, you create anxiety in each individual dog. They become a family unit, they become a pack, and they're not happy separated from each other. They're lonely, they're bored. And that's one of the reasons all three of them will just raise all kinds of hells because they're all just so separated. Um, their house is too close to the road, like for real. Like that damn thing needed to be going. It needed to go back some more. It needed to go back more than it did, right? Um, I don't know why they don't just get a fence and start putting in a fence or something. They need to put in a fence or something. I don't know. It's another dumbass who moved out here with. They're dumbasses who moved out here with very little money and very little anything and are just. They can't do anything right. They. I don't know. It's a long story. But anyhow, bottom line is I can't get sleep. Every time I go to lay down and fall asleep, their dogs raise hell. That has kept me awake. That has kept me stressed. That is probably partly why I was having strokes and all these other neurological issues going on. But the other thing is, I'm still coming off of the amitriptyline. Like I'm pretty sure the amitrip. I cannot speak right. Ever since the stroke I had, I've had difficulties just speaking correctly. The amitriptyline, ever since the amitriptyline, ever since I got off of it, ever since I've gotten off of amitriptyline, I'm still having withdrawal symptoms, and that can last anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. And I think that's my other problem. And then it didn't help that I overdosed. Well, at one point, okay, when you have H. pylori, you're not absorbing nutrients properly. I had H. pylori and I was on metformin, which is for diabetes, and then I got put on proton pump inhibitors. I was not absorbing nutrients like I needed to. So at one point, I was going through beriberi, and that's where you run out of different vitamins, B1, I think, and B12. But I was having beriberi. My arms were feeling like things were running all over my body. I wasn't well, and so I took some B12, and it turns out I took way too much. I took way too much B12, and then I was taking too much B1, and I think that's done some damage. Joy. Um, I've been avoiding stuff, hoping that that'll get out of my system soon. I'm a diabetic. Supposedly, when you're a diabetic, it's a little more difficult to get for stuff to get used up or something. I don't freaking know. It's so weird. You would think if your body isn't quite right because you're a diabetic, you would be using more vitamins to try and recuperate and heal. And anyhow, I still haven't heard anything from the GI specialist. I still haven't heard a damn thing from him. The GI specialist, I when they did the endoscopy, put the camera in me. They took some stuff. So biopsy. They took biopsy. They took samples. I haven't heard anything about the samples. Then Friday evening when my brother brought me home, oh my god, that was a whole mess. I don't think I've talked about this. So my nerves have been a mess, and I've been having panic attacks. I think I no, I did talk about it, didn't I? I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it again. We tried to go. My mouth's getting dry. Mm. Proof I was in the. It's proof as much proof as I can that I was in the hospital. Mm. In the band. What was I talking about? Hell, I don't even know now. That's my other problem is where I lose place for what I'm talking about very easily. Okay. So we got out of from the hospital. We went, and when I was going to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie, I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit in my seat. I couldn't look at the screen. I was feeling sick. We ended up leaving. I was crying because I wanted to see it so bad in theaters. I didn't want any of it spoiled, and it's probably gonna get spoiled. Um, I've been trying to avoid stuff, but people are spoiling so much. Like the music number from Bowser's already been fucking spoiled. It's like, oh my god, hurry up and get this goddamn movie out on digital, please. Get it out on streaming services. Hurry the hell up. But I messed up also that night, and I ate pizza. I'm not supposed to have gluten. Um so on the way back, something's wrong with me, like in my brain, when I get really messed up, really worked up, and it's been happening like this ever since I had my stroke. The big stroke that I had that I didn't know was a stroke until later on. Um so they looked me I ended up going back to the hospital, but on the way there, my brother was talking to me, and I was talking back, but I all I could hear from myself was like baby talk, like it was weird gibberish sounds and shit, and I couldn't get actual words out, and that scared the hell out of me. But that evening, after all of that, going to back into the hospital for a bit, just they gave me Xanax, and I was brought home. I'm a bundle of messed up nerves right now. You see what I'm talking about? I am a mess. Like I have trouble speaking and whatnot. I'm not myself. Sometimes I'll be talking and then I'll go stuttering sometimes, and then weird stuff will come out of my mouth, or words are all slurred. I've been a wreck. All the signs of a stroke are there. I had a stroke at one point. I know it was a stroke. I'm also having a lot of I thought it was vertigo, but that's not what vertigo is. Everything's pretty still. It's a different feeling. It's like you're not in your body. Things don't feel real. Like even right now, this second, nothing feels real. Sometimes I'll be laying in my bed and then I'll stop and I'll be like, what is this weird feeling that I'm having? And then I'll slap myself in the face over and over again, and I'll pinch things, and I'll just be like, come on, yes, it's real. Feel that. Feel that. Okay. Or I'll rub my arms and whatnot too, and it'll make me just realize that yeah, it's all real. I'm actually here. This is fine. It's not a dream. Yeah, it's like you're disconnected. It's like you're not even connected to your body. And there goes that dog again. I'm cranking this up, see if you can hear it. Maybe not. Maybe you can't hear it. They're raising hell out there right now. So I don't know where I was. I just lost myself again. I don't know. I've been having trouble thinking, concentrating, everything. Just absolutely everything has been a mess. Everything has been horrible. I'm scared I have dementia, or might have dementia, or Parkinson's. I don't know about Parkinson's. I don't think I've got Parkinson's. But I do know this. I never want to see amitriptyline again. I'm never getting on that shit again. That shit is terrible. So yeah, overdosing on vitamins is a bad idea. It's the problem is I have an absolute worthless doctor. I'm gonna try and see a different doctor there. I'm gonna ask to see one of the actual doctors, one of the head doctors, either Bossy or Cherlo. Anyhow, I'm gonna see one of them at the clinic I go to. I'm tired of Gold and Andrew Gold because I don't think he's even an actual doctor. I think he just works under the doctors. Because they're a very busy clinic, so he may not be an actual doctor. His I don't think his tag even says Dr. Andrew Gold. I think it's something else. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and see a different doctor there. I'm tired of his shenanigans. This is the other thing. I told him the other day, I was like, I'm scared I'm gonna die. And instead of reassuring me that I'd be okay, most good doctors would, he sits there and he goes, well, we all gotta die. We're all gonna die. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm worried I'm gonna die soon. He's like, we die. That's just part of life. We die. Oh my god, I think I mentioned this the other day actually on a stream or something. I don't know. Yeah. So I've been trying to catch up on sleep. I can't do it. I won't. I want to move so bad. I want to move so bad and get out of here. I don't know. I do, but I don't want to move. Does that make any sense? Like I do. I only want to move because I want to get away from the people here. But I don't want to move because this has been my home for so long. This property, all of it it's been our home for so long and I'm just so used to it. I'm very, what is that word? Not nostalgic. Nostalgic was the first word that wanted to come to my brain, but that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm sentimental. There, I got it. I got that word out. I've always had difficulties with that word. Sentimental. I'm very sentimental about my home and where I've been, and I already feel like shit because I left my home in Houston. I've been back there since to the home I had in Houston, and the home that I have in Houston, or that we had in Houston, sorry, just doesn't look like my home anymore. It's completely different. Everything there is completely different. It's noisier there than I remember. Somebody always blasting Tejano with frickin' bass. It's just as bad as the rednecks out here. What is it with people? Let me ask this to people out there. What is it with you? If you're one of these people, if anybody's watching this video and you are one of these people, what is the pleasure you get in cranking shit up so loud with so much bass that you disturb others around you, like you want other people to hear and feel your shit? That's inconsiderate. It's inconsiderate, it's selfish, it's self centered, and it's uncalled for. You are disturbing other people around you. If you're one of these people who like to do this shit, instead of just listening to it to where you can hear it and enjoy it and not bother anybody else, I fucking hate you. If you're one of these people, fucking rot in hell. I really hope you rot in hell because you make people like me miserable, all right? People who have mental and neurological disorders and shit. You make us fucking miserable. You make it hard to sleep, you make it hard to live, all right? You just make it hard, period. It's very difficult. Oh god, why do I still feel like I'm hooked to a battery sometimes? It does feel like I'm hooked to a battery sometimes. I think my biggest fear right now is cancer. Some kind of cancer. Like I said, they did the biopsy. I haven't heard anything about the biopsy. I haven't found a letter. Like I was supposed to get some kind of letter saying with how the biopsy went and everything. I never got that letter. I go back to see the GI specialist on the 26th. I go on not this Thursday, but next Thursday, which I think is the 20th. I'm not sure. I go back to the shrink. I don't know. I don't know what to do going back to her. I'm so sick of all these issues that I've got going on. My mouth feeling like it does, me feeling weak every day, me just oh, I don't know. I think if you have cancer, you want to sleep a lot, don't you? That's if you have cancer. Um yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. I really think it just comes down to my nerves are messed up. My back has been killing me. Like I freaked out because of a panic attack. I want to apologize for that one video where I'm like, it's my back, God help me, please. My back has been killing me. I've been getting sharp pains and whatnot. Now they did say the other day when I went in that they thought I had a kidney stone and it probably passed. So that might have been why my back hurt so bad. And I'm not feeling quite the same sharp pains as I was feeling. I'm not feeling those sharp pains anymore. So there's a strong possibility that I did have a kidney stone and it passed. I still have pain in my back, but it's not that sharp one like I had. I am talking a lot, aren't I? This is going to be a big video. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I keep having dry mouth. I mean, if anybody has ever heard of anything that can be causing all this damn dry mouth, like I did, like I said, I did overdose big time on B12 and then B1. What worries me about those is they can cause eye damage, but I think both cataracts with B1, with B12, it can cause another eye condition, and I'm like, holy shit. And I was taking as much as I took. Holy crap. I'm not taking any vitamins right now. I've actually just cut off all vitamins. I've cut them all off. I've cut them all off, and hell, I'm scared to eat much of anything. Like if I think there might be B12 or B1 in something, I don't even want to eat it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm still having that feeling like I'm not in myself. There's a word for it, and I don't know what it's caused, but apparently it's caused by trauma. So I've been through some trauma. Yeah, having a stroke, not knowing what's going on with me. Hell, when they were trying to put the needles in my arm and whatnot, I was to the point that I was sweating. I was sweating all over while they were trying to do that. Something is severely wrong with me. Something really bad is very wrong with me. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if y'all can see that. I've been trying to show it, but it is right here. It was puffing up bigger the other day. It's not quite as bad as it was. But yeah, it's just been a roller coaster ride for me, and I hate it. I just want to feel better, you know? I want to feel normal. Like before I had H. pylori, I didn't have any kind of panic attacks or anything. I was fine. I was fine. I was completely fine, really. I think. I was every now and then lashing at people, so I don't know. I keep having this dry mouth, which is scaring the hell out of me. I need to look that up. I'm not on any medications right now that I know of. Actually, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I am on a medication that can cause a lot of dry mouth, especially at the dose that I'm taking. Hydroxyzine, 50 milligrams. Hydroxyzine. Let's see what it says about. Well, that doesn't say anything. That's not going to help me any. Side effects. I want to find out what the side effects are real quick. Other side effects: shakiness in the legs, arms, hands, or feet, trembling or shaking of the hands or feet, drowsiness and dry. Incidents not known, but yeah, I've been having dry mouth and drowsiness. Well, I need to be drowsy. When I take it about 50 milligrams, I need to be drowsy. Oh, I wish I could have Xanax more. I think I've been neurologically damaged. I think that's one of my problems. I am severely bleeding, blistering, burning, coldness, discoloration of the skin, feeling of pressure, hives, inflammation, itching, lumps, lump, numbness, pain, rash, redness, scarring, soreness, stinging, swelling, tenderness, tingling, ulceration, or warmth of the injection. Oh, I don't get an injection. Blue green to black skin discoloration. What? Okay. Pain, redness are. See, I'm not taking injections here. What do you? Okay, those are all the incidents not known, serious side effects. Call your doctor or nurse immediately if any of the following side. Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe the numbness, but God, so I'm really hoping I recover from all this. This is how I was the other day, people. Like I keep having that feeling of not being here. It's so weird. I don't know. I want to rub my hands. God, I feel like absolute dog shit. I really do. And I'm worried that something is inside me slowly killing me. And that no one's going to know it. No one's going to notice it until it's too late. And that terrifies me. That absolutely terrifies me. They're like, oh, you're having panic attacks is your problem. I don't really feel like I'm having a panic attack. Like I've had panic attacks before. This is not it. This is some nervous system, nerves, just some weird shit like that. I think it helps when I sit up more. That much I can say for sure. So, yeah. So I don't know what's going on with me. I just thought I'd do this long ass video and talk about it. I'm scared. I'm not. I'm scared, but I meant to say I'm sorry that I burped just now, and I'm also sorry that I haven't been doing much. I'm sorry for my absence. I'm sorry for a lot of things, and I wish I could go back to the way I was prior to all this. I feel absolutely horrible, terrible, and I feel hopeless and lost, and I don't know what to do about anything. I don't want to die, but if I do die, I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched me. Thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody. In case all of a sudden you stop seeing any content from me, odds are I will have died. That's the only way you're going to stop seeing me. Like if I just stop showing up for months at a time, I'm gone. That's what happened. I don't want to, and I don't want to scare people. I'm just saying that's how you know if I passed away. Because I don't think my brother's going to hop on Twitter, on not Twitter, but well, yeah, Twitter too. I don't think he's going to hop on social media and on YouTube and be like, yeah, my brother passed away. He's not going to do that. So just know that if something happens to me, Lord forbid, Lord God help me, please Jesus. Um, just yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Why does my mouth feel so weird? Why do I feel so sick? This is how I felt the other day. I hate this feeling. I hate everything I've been going through now. I am hoping that all of this is just going to be over. The issues I'm having are from that medication. They'll be over within a few by next month, maybe the month after that. In a couple of months from now, I'll be like, oh, that's over. I'm fine now. I don't know what the hell was going on. We're all good now. I don't think it helps that whenever I had it, like, well, after having H. pylori, they were like, you couldn't have aspirin anymore. I'm like, I got a doctor saying you need to avoid aspirin, and then I'm getting in the hospital saying, no, you need some aspirin. Of course, overdosing on B12, from what I hear, oh God, that feels good. From what I hear, I keep feeling like a numbness on my face. My face keeps feeling numb. Oh, what was I saying? I'm hoping that just in a month or so I'll come back and everything will be or no, I'm not saying I'm leaving, but like I'll end up just doing a video or a stream where I'm like I'm fine now. Everything's hunky dory. But there's been a few times before I was like I think I know what was wrong. I think I'm good. And then I'm not good. I've been losing weight. I've lost 20 pounds. I'm like 240 something because I can hardly eat. I thought maybe I was losing muscle mass, but I don't think so. I don't really think that's losing muscle mass right there. I think I got some guns going on. They ain't leaving nowhere. Been having a lot of nerve pains. I do hope and think that it's just me still having withdrawal symptoms from amitriptyline. Amitriptyline is some shit. Like my doctor made it out to be an okay thing. You'll be all right, but no, it's not. This is why I don't trust antidepressants. And if I could have at the time, what I would have done is I would have been like, hey, marijuana. And I couldn't at the time. That's the other thing. I couldn't. I couldn't have marijuana. Yeah. Sorry. I keep wanting to rub this on my face just to. My face is feeling kind of numb. That shit worries me. It very much worries me. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream off. Oh, I hate the numbness. I hate feeling numb. I hate feeling like I'm not here. I hate all this. This is so weird. It's weird and it's scary, and I hate the dry mouth, but I'm hoping the dry mouth is just medications that I'm taking. Maybe I should just hold water in my mouth. Don't drink it, just hold it. I hope my kidneys aren't damaged. I don't think they are. I do urinate still. Oh yeah, I'll keep constantly go in there and urinate. It's anywhere from yellow to barely yellow, like a clearish. Haven't seen any blood, haven't seen anything else, so hopefully that's all good. I think I'm really just kind of fucked because of that amitriptyline. I think it's the amitriptyline. I think it's my body still adjusting from not being on amitriptyline. And actually, now that I think about it, I took the B12 after the amitriptyline caused. I wasn't taking any vitamins or anything when I had that first stroke. I wasn't taking anything. So at first I thought maybe the B12 caused blood clots. No, no. I had the B12 after the amitriptyline caused a bunch of issues. And then I think it got rid of a lot of the tingling in my arms that I was feeling. A lot of the symptoms of beriberi went away. I might just be in recovery. Maybe that's all there is. I really hope so. I know prior to finding out I had H. pylori, I was constantly tired. I wasn't getting any sleep. I'm still not getting sleep, but for a different reason. So, I don't know. I don't know. This is a long video. Thank you so much for anybody who sits through it. That's all I gotta say. And I'll try and put something up again later. All right. Bye.